Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. Hero is an acronym. It stands for High Emotion Radiates Overflow. I'll say it again. High Emotion Radiates Overflow. I got that from Reverend Melissa. Hits me right when I need to, right sometimes. Anyway, I am your host. I'm Sacred Rights. I am a professional public speaker and I am an author. I got some books coming out. Well, I say that as if it's easy, but it's not easy. Oh, see, here I go. My first my first tangent of the day. See, I I have books on my hard drive, but I've been unable to orchestrate my mind and things around it to publish those books. You know what I mean? So previously, like that, I could think through a book like that, but recently I've had some trouble thinking about it. So anyway, I have some books that I will get out this year. All right, this year I will release multiple books because they're just these books have been sitting on my hard drive that I've been discovering. I'm like, okay, I just need to get those books together and get them out of my hard drive and out into the world. Okay, so anyway, that was my first tangent of the day. All right, so shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me to grow and fight this. Well, I guess a fight was the wrong setup. I should change fight to something else. To to I don't know. I don't know what I can say other than fight. Well, I'm gonna fight. Use the word fight today. Where I can fight against the the uh, the apple. I can't remember that word now. Apophasia. Anyway, to fight the effects of having a stroke, and and fighting that is an ongoing battle. It's an ongoing battle. It's an ongoing battle. And thanks for being here. Thanks for taking this journey with me. And remember that this is a disclaimer to, oh no, a disclaimer. This is, I'm going to take a breath. This is, I'm sorry, folks. I don't know. Today was a little rough. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. I got up and I did all the right things. I got up on time. I ran on time. I did my morning thank yous. I did all the things, but it's been difficult for me today to wrap myself around myself in a nice cocoon way. And so I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to move through it. Okay, here we go. So today, let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday, I played my girlfriend's Uber Chronicle, and she introduced us to this young man who got in a car and introduced us to the idea of a man who it took him 6 years to correct his behavior, and he had to change everything in the meantime. And I gave an example yesterday, and I want to piggyback on that. So I wanted to talk about the sheets because you guys got interested in the sheets. Well, so let me restate this. My change of doing has affected everything. I know you're thinking, oh, it's got to be something. It's the same. No. Everything has changed. And I've had to work with things differently. And so what happened with the the sheets was, well, I checked out yesterday to get the whole explanation of the sheets, but I stopped using sheets. And I noticed it when I first got home. Actually, I didn't notice it, honestly. I didn't notice it until much later, but I was I was sleeping downstairs. They had it set up for me downstairs. And I was I was just on top of the covers. Right? And it didn't occur to me until I moved upstairs to my room that I was still not using covers. Actually, I didn't. You know what? This is what made me think of it. My mom asked me for laundry, like, bring me your sheets so I can wash them. I was like, wash sheets? I don't have any sheets to wash because I've been sleeping on top of the covers. Like just walk into a bed, lay down, and that's me. That's it. That's it. And so, two funny things about yesterday. So I had forgotten that my way of doing things now is different than my way of doing things before, right? My way of doing things now is different than doing things the way I did them before, right? And sometimes I forget to even speak on the new way of doing things because I've just been doing it. Been trying to figure it out, trying this, try this. Oh, this kind of works. Let me go with this. And I've been forgetting to say things out loud. So anyway, my mom was asking me about cheese, asking me about cheese, asking me about cheese, asking me about cheese. Then ultimately, she was like, all right, I say, cool, come on with the sheets. And that's when I had to tell her, I was like, yeah, Ma, there's no sheets. And yesterday, Fee and I talked about the fact that she was like, hey, you didn't tell me the whole thing about the sheets. And I was like, yeah, I told you enough, but you seem to want the sheets for you. So I created the sheets for you. And so I just want to be clear that what I've determined works for me, and I don't even know if it works for me, but things that have adapted and shaped themselves to fit me now have become so new. It's like oh man, it's like your your child being a child again. Okay, so that kind of got to what I meant. Your child being a child again. It's like your grown-up child being a child again, figuring things out, and doing that repeatedly as applies to everything. Because that's how my life has been. And that has been frustrating sometimes, because sometimes you just want to do whatever it is. You just want to eat. You just want to grab your fork and eat it. But no, you got to figure out how you're going to use your fork and eat your food, because this hurts and this doesn't feel right. This, you got to go through this whole thing. And so, yeah, there is a very big difference between me now and me who I was before. All right. So I just wanted to clear that up. Okay. So anyway, let's get to our affirmation. All right. So I am so happy and grateful to be a multimillionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Let me do it one more time. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I share, because I need that to be radiating in my spirit now. Radiating in my spirit. Okay, so what did I want to talk about after that? Something else. Oh, yes. So, well, first of all, let me shout out the people who have checked in live. Let me Shout you out. Oh, hey Shay. Hey Shay. And good morning. Come here. Good morning from the mountains of Colorado, where it's been snowing since before sunrise. Ooh, send a picture. Send a picture. That must be nice. As long as you're inside, right? And thanks to Fee King for sitting on. Fee, I thought you were doing something. I thought you were doing something. Couldn't check in, but thanks for checking in. Thanks for singing, shouting all these people. Oh, here we go. Good morning, Sacred Rights. I watch replay during my run. All right. So Fee has made up her mind to do a challenge, a 30-day challenge. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I've run several, well, two run streaks. First one ended in day 409, 409 days. That's a big mountain to swallow. And right now I'm on day 131. Now, there are differences between the two. I won't get into all that, but there are differences between the two. But Fee has been inspired by me doing this and has decided to join and do her own 30-day fitness challenge. So she's doing it for a month. And she's been doing great. She's doing great. But she's also found out the things that only I could explain to somebody who's doing it. Like, yeah, I was explaining this, explaining that. She's like, oh, yeah. So that's been interesting. And finding her pacing, like early in the morning, mid-afternoon, before you go to bed, like she's trying to find her pacing. So shout out to Fee. All right, I feel grateful that I've been able to inspire someone because right now I'm just doing it to inspire myself. I'm doing it to inspire myself, right? Because I need that thing I can turn to. Like, at least I did my run. And that, when used elsewhere during the day, it helps me get through the other thing I'm trying to do. Right? All right. Anyway. Okay, so let's see. I wanted to mention Harry Cole. Here we go. All right, so this is the flyer. Where's my is this it? Is this making it move? Uh-oh, I can't see it. Okay, all right, so this is the one. And so yesterday or the day before, but anyway, recently, the second part two of our interview aired, and it's available on her website, on Harriet Cole's website. So if you go to harrietcole.com, you can catch both episodes, the first episode and the second episode, so that's the end of that story, but I wanted to tell you another story. So that's great. That's great that both episodes are up and available. It just so happens that May is Stroke Awareness Month. What? That Harriet was not aware of that. I was not aware of that. And we just happened to do this during Stroke Awareness Month. And so we've got these two audios. First one and second one, just the second one just aired. And also, we're going to do a video. Let's do this instead. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take myself out so you can see it fully. Let's see if I can pull myself out. Yeah. That made it shrink a little bit. But anyway, you get the idea. So the third thing that will be Oh, so first thing was part one of the interview. Second thing was part two. And then now part three will be a full conversation that you will see as video, navigating life after a stroke, right? And isn't that great that this all came about the month of September Awareness Month, and so it's great for me to be a part of this. Yeah, to be a part of this, and to be able to speak my words of encouragement, I guess, more my words of what's going on. You know, people have been labeling me different things, and one of them has been vulnerable. And I'm like, vulnerable? I don't get it. I don't understand why you said that. And she ultimately said, this was Reverend Melissa. She ultimately said that I am able to talk about what's going on in an open way. And I was like, I don't know how else to be. I don't know how else to be. And I guess there are some times when I can be closed off in terms of what's going on. Like the fact that every single thing has changed. Every single thing has changed. That's something to be concerned about. But I think that sharing what I've been through, sharing what I'm going through, is the best way to handle it. The best way to handle it. And I want to help somebody who has had something like this happen to them and help them reshape their lives, because it ain't easy. It ain't easy. No matter how good I make it look, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. I share. Okay, so let me pull this photo out. Okay, let's do that now. Like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I think that's it today. I think that's a quick episode. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, wait a minute. Did I tell you about money? We didn't talk about money today. Okay, so quick thing about money. I don't think I have a quick thing about money today. I don't think I have one today. I will have one tomorrow. Yeah, I have one tomorrow. So let me play the women. Make sure I get this right now. The Girlfriend Uber Chronicles. Girlfriend Uber Chronicles. Play that and play that. All right, here it is. How do I get it on the? Oh, sorry, I forgot how to put it up there. Share screen, and there we go. All right, so here we go. Bring her up into the field, and I'll take myself out. I have time to come back and say some words before we go. So here we go. Here we go. Now let me find where to play. All right, here we go.
Uber Chronicles. Your attitude is your latitude. Even when they get in the car and they have an attitude and they don't speak, it's so difficult for me not to become my mom, because my mom had a thing. You could not walk into my mother's house or get in her car and not speak. She would turn my friends away and she would say, let's try this again. And so my ego sometimes wants to do that. And with young people, I will. But with adults, especially if I pick them up in certain neighborhoods, I realize I understand that due to exposure, awareness, and upbringing. And then I also realize I get to take myself out of the equation, because it's never about me. You never know what people are going through and where they're coming from. So that's what I was able to process when this beautiful young girl got into the car. I was able to process that and not take it personal. Stay tuned. Uber Chronicles. Your attitude is your.
All right. And so that's a cool little Uber chronicle about taking yourself out of the picture. And you know what I was just thinking about? How many times must you, well, you know what? There are plenty of Uber drivers that are just Uber drivers, just drive you where you want to go. But the way Fee is doing it is she's learning about herself. And doing it that way is harder. It's harder. It's harder, but she's growing more. Ashe. All right. Thanks, Shay. Thanks for saying my very best to you. Thank you. And I guess I will see you tomorrow. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Don't forget that your what is it going to say? Your hero. Be your own hero. Took me a while to get there. Be your own hero, and remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.